Hello everybody, I'm Derik64 and I'm bringing you another Indiebox unboxing. Can't get enough of these things. This is going to be the May Indiebox unboxing, so without further ado, let's go ahead and open this guy up. I got a razor blade this time instead of my cheap little scissors I like to use, and it'll be all the better. So, of course, treat your shelf. That's basically what the idea is. Treat your shelf like so. Pretty much what I've been doing. Let's see what's in the box. They give you your standard what's in the box, but I'm going to leave it as is because, you know, no spoilers, basically. At least not for me. And, of course, the Indiebox Chronicles, they've been doing this the last several Indiebox boxes, which contain a particular puzzle piece kind of thing. Or not puzzle piece because... well, I guess not a jigsaw puzzle piece, but whatever. These also include some Series 1 collectible cards that some of them also have redeemable Steam codes that you can use to, I believe, augment your gameplay experience with the game that they're bundled in, which in this case would be Elysian Tale, but also I believe one or two of these cards also include a code that helps you redeem, or that'll allow you to redeem a particular game on Steam, another indie game, which is pretty cool, an extra little game. So, appropriately, or rather, well, pretty much 2 games potentially instead of 1. So that's just another advantage that you get with Indiebox. So let me go ahead and get this guy on the floor. Steam keys included in the box, FYI. So here you go. Dust and Elysian Tale. This Indiebox's thing is that they like to get a fairly new indie game that's come out, I believe, relatively no later than 6 months prior. I believe. At least that's their typical goal. It's best to keep up with quality control and so on. But Elysian Tale has actually been out since 2012 and originally released digitally on the Xbox Live Arcade in 2012, but subsequently has had numerous digital releases on multiple platforms since then because of its great popularity. And the big draw with Dust Elysian Tale is it's a very fantastically well-crafted indie game. It's a very expansive, very beautiful indie game. I would kind of equate the gameplay as well as the presentation style very much similar to Muramasa the Demon Blade, and it has that same kind of presentation, that same kind of art style, that same kind of action. It's a 2D platformer. I played some of it. I haven't spent that much time playing it, unfortunately, but hopefully after this unboxing I'll have a little bit of change of perspective with my time management. So with that being said, let's go ahead and open the box. Totally thought I wasn't gonna have to fast forward that part. So here you go, Dust and Elysian Tale. This is the box. I'll go ahead, I'll give you all a better view of it via B-roll. But yeah, the box art, of course, very much in that style of what Dust and Elysian Tale, the game, is trying to bring. Very much synonymous with that, again, that presentation, that art style. And it seems here it opens up. Huh? How about that? Immerse yourself in a gorgeous hand-painted world on a search for your true identity. An unknown warrior, Dust, awakes with no memory of past or identity until a mysterious blade seeks him out. Together with the sword's guardian, Fidget, they journey to the far east of Falana to discover Dust's past. A traditionally animated action-adventure tale in glorious 1080p, an expansive world filled with unique characters, quests, and secrets, action-packed, non-linear platforming rewards, exploration, and experimentation, wide range of performance options to cater to every PC, award-winning musical score by HyperDuck SoundWorks. So, again, with the little bit of time I have spent with this game, I do believe it is worthy of claiming all these bullet points and accolades. So, let's see on the back here. As the mysterious warrior Dust, your action-packed journey will take you from peaceful glades to snowy mountaintops and beyond. At your disposal is the mythical blade of Ara, capable of turning its wielder into an unstoppable force of nature, and the blade's diminutive guardian, Fidget. Battle dozens of enemies at once with an easy-to-learn, difficult-to-master combat system. Take on a variety of quests from friendly villagers, discover ancient secrets, and powerful upgrades hidden throughout the massive open world, and uncover the story of an ancient civilization on the brink of extinction as you fight to uncover your own past. So, well, again, I got a fairly close to first edition amongst the limited editions, 617 of 5,000, which is pretty interesting. Single player game, has achievements, of course, soundtrack, controller support. This kind of game I definitely personally recommend controller, because doing it with the keyboard, it doesn't meld too well. But, you know, tomato tomato. Minimum specs is your processor Intel. Your processor should be an Intel Core 2 Duo 2.8 gigahertz or equivalent. Intel Core 2 Duo 2.8. That's not a very demanding processor these days, especially. A lot of computers, not necessarily standard, but not necessarily high tier either. So it's a processor that can definitely handle this kind of game. Memory, 1 gig of VRAM. Not very demanding at all. Even a lot of onboard graphics cards these days can handle that. Let's go ahead and open them up. Every time. I swear there's no way to open these without putting creases on the flaps. I hate that. First thing out the box. Let's see here. It seems like a map or something. It looks like a poster. It's cloth. It's a cloth one, which I prefer. Oh, wow. Look at that. Well, that's pretty interesting right there. You have a nice... That is a nice, high-quality painting of the landscape of which that you explore in Dust Elysian Tale. Very nice stuff. That's good stuff. If you're a... well, chances are you're a collector, or at least if you are a collector, this is definitely something that you like to have. A little extra knick-knack, merchandise, what have you, to kind of dress up your, you know, your personal space. So that's a very nice piece of stuff there. Here we have Fidget. Fidget. Let me try to open this. All right. Wow, it's really soft. It's extremely soft. This is Fidget. This is your little companion that you come across at the beginning of the game. Kind of akin to like maybe a Navi. Or Navi, however you want to pronounce it, from Zelda. Not as notoriously annoying, so to speak, not in your face all the time. And she's not brimming with knowledge on everything that's going on around you. So she does have her own kind of personality. She's not a floating encyclopedia. But this is one of the supporting characters in Dust Elysian Tale. So yeah, this is Fidget. It's like a little beanie, or a little plushie, kind of. This was like their big, in their announcement video, this was like their, clearly, it was very much implied that this was their big inclusion in this Indiebox. It's pretty cool, it's pretty nifty. Has a little plastic deal that you can, I guess you hang on your bag or something. I'm going to put it up, I don't want it to get ruined, but it's really nice, and the material is very, very premium. It feels very soft, so, okay. Little camera adjustment for the on-screen stuff, so. Next thing, a very artsy looking, let's read this. I'm learning. Certificate of Authenticity. This document certifies that this print is an authentic collectible, prized for superior quality. Produced exclusively for Indiebox, great care has been taken to faithfully retain all the qualities of the original artwork. Dust Elysian Tale. 617 out of 5,000. So this is your actual certification, just saying, hey, this is an authentic copy of Dust Elysian Tale and has retained all of its all of the things that make it Dust and Elysian Tale. It's artwork and its attention to detail, its effort. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And the artwork that comes with it, or comes along packaged together, is pretty cool. It has kind of a glossy finish to it, as you can see, which is pretty cool. It's definitely something that if you're a real big fan of the game, you can go ahead and put it up somewhere. Say, hey, look, you know, it's a conversational piece as far as I'm concerned. Much like the fabric poster of the map of the landscape that you explore that is in Dust. So, well, of course, you have your instruction manual. I mean, by this point, it should be known that Indiebox pays very close attention to their to the effort that they put into their instruction manuals. As far as I know, now that I think about it, again, like I mentioned, this game has been released on several different platforms digitally. This would be the first physical copy, and that would make this the first physical manual to ever be made for Dust and Elysian Tale, which is pretty cool. So here we have, oh wow, this feels pretty robust actually. This is the original soundtrack. Now, there's not really much I can say that I haven't already said multiple times in the past, but the fact that you get the game along with all this merchandise and the soundtrack is always a good thing, especially in my, as far as I'm concerned. And the music is very well done, and is more than likely the music that you're hearing in the background right now. So, I will say this though, this is definitely the most robust and heavy soundtrack case that I've gotten. It has, from what I can tell, wow, disc 1, 16 tracks, along with, okay, 21 tracks, and then a second disc with 3, I guess, bonus tracks. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of music to be had here. This is a first as far as my experience with Indiebox. Yeah, look at that. 2-disc soundtrack set. Definitely get a lot of well orchestrated music. And the CDs, wow, they're very well made. These are beautifully made. Indiebox always does really well with their stuff, and I can never stop gushing over it enough. But they've put these together very, very well. You can see how they have the artwork on the disc, so on and so forth. It's very well made, very beautiful crafted, premium stuff here that they put together. So everything I just said for disc 2. So, all right, a couple more things here. We have, looks like something came out. That's unfortunate. We have the Indiebox logo sticker. Now, with this one, I guess they just went regular logo. We'll put fidget on it. So, and I am down with that. Plain and simple. Good stuff. Of course, you got a Dust Elysian Tale sticker. You can go ahead and slap that on your binder if you want. I always like the stickers. I gotta say, I've really kind of come around to them. And last but not least, which I believe this was supposed to be in the bag, this is the game. This is the sword that Dust wields in the game, and this sword talks to you. I forget the name of the sword again. I haven't played too much of it, but I'll be looking to change that here soon. But so you go ahead and take off this part, revealing the USB thumb drive. And again, this is your physical copy of the game. They always do this very well. It's very well made material. You can feel it. It feels weighty. It doesn't feel cheap. So on and so forth. And I can you know, tip my hat to say that about all the previous Indiebox thumb drive physical copy games that they've made that have that try to match up with the theme. So yeah, this is definitely good stuff. We like this. So. Now, one more thing before I forget. It's always the first thing I take out, and it's always the last thing I open up because I always forget. The Indiebox Chronicle cards. So let me go ahead and open up these guys. There's always some really heavy duty paper they got in here, but I think I kind of figured out the technique. So, of course, we have our puzzle piece. We have a card of Dust himself. We have a spell sword. I guess he's a character from the game Rogue Legacy, another Indiebox, or not an Indiebox game, but another indie game. And Mauve from Night Squad. I'm unfamiliar, but full game Steam download. I guess I will be getting familiar. And this is the game right here, like I had mentioned before. And SteamWorld Dig. This is Rusty. This is the main protagonist of SteamWorld Dig. This is a game I actually spent a lot of time with, an indie game on my 3DS, which is pretty cool. I like this game. I know this guy, so cool. Continuity for Derik64. So you guys, just to wrap up here, you get the Dust Elysian Tale, the fabric poster of the landscape that the game takes place in. You have your certificate of authenticity that, well, certifies its authenticness. You have your stickers, like usual. You have a very robust soundtrack, 2 discs in this one. Your colored manual, your Chronicle cards back here. A fidget plushie, a very well-made Indiebox box itself. And, of course, the game. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much all I have to show for you today on this Indiebox. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you're new to the channel, please give it a subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. And if you have any friends that you think would enjoy the video, please share it with your friends. And that being said, see y'all next time.